Hello, everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CID TV News Brief on this Tuesday. On Monday, the Cayman Islands celebrated the annual National Heroes Day holiday with a by invitation only event held in Hero Square in Georgetown. The bust of the newest national hero and writer of the Cayman Islands national song, Leela Rose Shire, was unveiled by Premier the Honorable Wayne Panton and her family. Her great-granddaughter, Mrs. Lisa Scott, singing the newly composed song at the end of the holiday event there. Now, the Honorable Premier and Honorable Minister for Culture both gave remarks. Due to the COVID-19 restrictions on the number of persons allowed at outdoor gatherings, the invitation-only ceremony did not include award presentations to those nominated under the theme of uniformed services. That event will be held on a date to be announced later on. Now, the special event did feature a colorful parade, wreath laying for previously recognized national heroes and nation builders. For those unable to watch the live coverage here on CID TV on Monday, you can still watch it on demand on the Cayman Islands Government YouTube channel. Well, in a special Zoom meeting with health officials and the media on Tuesday morning, it was announced that the clinics to vaccinate at-risk 5 to 11-year-olds is closer to happening, as Chief Nursing Officer Dr. Hazel Brown explains. The announcement will be made by late Tuesday or Wednesday.
It's going to be by appointment only. It's going to be run by the public health nurses because they are the persons who have the particular experience and skill around vaccinating children. We're going to be advertising that and asking people to reach out and make their appointments because we're going to have a limited number of slots. We're being very generous. We're going to have a number of people working the clinic, but we still have to keep it by appointment to reduce the chance of any transmission coming out of a clinic setting.
Now, parents of children who will get the vaccine should look out for the official announcement with more details on all of our government channels. 19-year-old Aaron Jarvis put the Cayman Islands firmly on the international golfing map with an outstanding victory at the Latin American Amateur Championships held recently in the Dominican Republic. As one of the top Caymanian golfers, he was invited to play at Casa de Campo. A press release says, in the last 9 holes, Aaron, sensing he had the trophy within reach, was 2 behind the leader with just 4 holes to go. He then played 3 birdies and a bogey to end up 1 behind the leader, Brazil's F. Biondi. He, with a birdie opportunity on the 18th hole, which he capitalized on, finishing 7 under par for the tournament, tied with the leader. Biondi went on to drop a shot on the 17th to go 6 under par, putting Aaron in the lead to take the tournament in a thrilling finish. Speaking of his win, Aaron said it was amazing to achieve this accomplishment. It's still kicking in, a lot of emotions going around, but I'm just happy to see all of the support back home in Cayman. Having personally congratulated Aaron, Minister for Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, the Honorable Bernie Bush, said Aaron was one of the youngest members of the Cayman Islands national golf team who won the Caribbean Amateur Championship in 2018, held right here in the Cayman Islands. Hopefully this is another step towards Aaron becoming a professional golfer. End quote. Now, Jarvis will become the first Caymanian to represent the Cayman Islands at the Masters to be held in April in Augusta, Georgia. He is also qualified for other championships. We say a huge congratulations to Aaron Jarvis. Turning now to our forecast, we can expect partly cloudy skies tonight with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the low 70s. Winds will be from the east-northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Now, the outlook is for similar weather conditions through to Thursday evening. The synopsis, meantime, calls for light east to southeasterly winds, which are expected from earlier this afternoon as a cold front moves over the Yucatan Channel and becomes stationary. Satellite images show few clouds are over the Cayman Islands area that are moving towards the west. A reminder that you can find the latest unexpected local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. And this brings us to the end of today's news brief here on CID Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a safe and wonderful night, and inviting you right back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Seek the latest, accurate information on COVID-19 only from official sources at gov.ky/coronavirus.
Join Donna Bush weekdays at 6 p.m. for the CIG-TV News Update. Get the latest on what's happening in government on a daily basis. News Update first at 6 p.m.
The Esterly Tibbetts Highway 3-lane roundabout is ready for drivers. It's time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.
I'm Jody Ann Powery. I'm the Police Media Officer with the RCIPS, and I'm here to give you some crime prevention tips on how to best protect your property. The first thing that we want to discuss is our points of entries. Let's start with the front door, and then we'll move on to the windows and the back doors or sliding glass doors. The first thing to consider is the front door. This particular front door has 2 deadbolt locks. One of these deadbolt locks are properly carpentered and the other is not. When your door is properly locked, you'll hear a click at the end and the deadbolts are not able to move. If it is slightly opened, then you can push the deadbolt back without having any restrictions. I'll now proceed to show you what your lock should look like when it is properly locked. When it comes to your windows, you want to make sure that your window is locked all the way down, because even though the lock is on, if it's not all the way down, it can still be pried. The proper way to lock the window is to make sure that the window goes all the way down to the seal and then you pull across the lock. When you have a sliding glass door at home, you want to make sure that you have secondary locking devices in addition to the lock that comes with the door. One of those can be a simple piece of wood that's jamming the doorway. We want to encourage you to ensure that you don't make things easy for burglars who are looking for opportunities to break into property by leaving your property out in plain view. Some of these items are your car keys, your electronics, and your handbags. Make sure that you put these properties away when you're leaving the house or when you're going to bed. When you're going camping or if you're taking your family on a trip, you want to ensure that your property has some sign of life. This can be done by leaving a light on or putting timers on your lights. And we want to ensure that our family homes are safe. In order to do so, we encourage that people take the proper precautions by starting up neighborhood watches or encouraging family members or persons they trust to check on their properties while they're away.
Join Donna Bush weekdays at 6 p.m. for the CIG-TV News Update. Get the latest on what's happening in government on a daily basis. News Update first at 6 p.m.